Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy II for the Nintendo Famicom system. Last episode, our characters Fess, Maxine, and Booker, and their ally Ricard, started on the journey up the Mysidia Tower. So, we're here on the 3rd floor, and it's still another one of the fire floors. We got some new enemies here too, the Basilisk and the Terra Marble. Basilisk is probably the more deadly. They can turn your characters into stone with their glance. Terra Marbles, too, they're a little bit stronger than the regular Marbles, mainly because they don't have an elemental weakness. Remember, the Marbles were weak to lightning, so you can just one-shot them with Maxine's lightning spell, but these ones are a little bit stronger, so as you can see, they can inflict status ailments on your characters with their hits. They can paralyze them and poison them. So, Ensuing Spell's gonna come in handy here in healing some of these status ailments. Unfortunately, stone takes a lot of castings to remove, so you may not be able to get that through. But it's better that it hits Ricard than one of our regular characters, because remember, we don't really care about Ricard gaining stats. I mean, we'd like him to gain stats, obviously, make him better, but you know, it's more important that our regular characters who are with the party all the time, Fess, Maxine, and Booker, gain their stats, because Ricard will not be our final party member. He is the penultimate one. We get one more after him, so... But, let's just take out these Terra Marbles, or the Oath Marbles. So, Marbles are the common enemy in all future Final Fantasies, and they tend to be ones that create a lot of status ailments. That's their claim to fame. Bad Breath is one of their attacks in future ones, and it inflicts like a whole bunch of status ailments all at once. So, it might give you like Poison, Mini, Toad, Silence, so it's a very deadly spell if you're not protected against status ailments. It's also a kind of a common blue magic spell in future Final Fantasy. It's just so good on enemies that they're like, hey, we should give the player an option to have that spell. So in games where they have like blue magic, Bad Breath, or something equivalent to it, may not be the exact name, or is a spell, so a blue magic spell that you can use. So, well, we get some Asuna use outside of battle here. So on like the main fire floor here, when we're walking in this lava here, we take damage, but we don't get into any random encounters. This door teleports us at the next level here. So we're gonna walk in the lava as much as possible to avoid random encounters. I guess to make up for the fact that you're not getting into random encounters when you're walking in the lava, really high encounter levels when you're outside of the lava, and we'll notice that. So we get a flame sword here. It's going to give a good increase to Booker's attack, and also Fess's, because he'll get the Gaia sword passed down to him. Eventually we'll pass the flame sword down to Fess, and Booker will get the ice sword when we get that. One good thing, though, is even though the next boss we're going to fight is the fire gigas, who absorbs fire if you hit him with a magic spell. Weapons kind of don't work like that. Even though you won't get a bonus. You get the bonus if you attack against an elemental weakness, but there's no penalty for attacking a fire monster with a fire sword. It's the same thing like if you attack an ice monster with an ice sword, they're not going to gain hit points. You're still going to do damage because you're cutting them with a sword. So yeah, it doesn't matter that Booker's going to be swinging a fire sword against a monster that absorbs fire. He's still going to be doing, physical damage with the sword. So, more of these imp monsters. Like I said, very annoying because they can confuse you. The only good thing about confuse is your character, if they're confused, they don't instantly go into the confusion status. They wait until their next turn. So, say if Maxine got confused right now, she still cast her spell on the target that she chose. So, one of those annoying blink spells. So it should be tough to hit with Fess and Booker. But hey, that's what Maxine and her magic can do. Unfortunately, Ricard, unlike Layla, does not have any magic. So sometimes we could have Layla pitch in like she did against the Lamia Queen, when Lamia Queen used the Blink 16. Yeah, Richard is just pure physical attack, so no magic for him. So, alright. So yeah, you can see we only walked, what, about 6 steps there, and we got into an encounter. So, a common encounter in this area, like I said, I think the other than the imps, we'll be running into a lot of this type of encounter where you have a group of bombs and regular gigases, the hill gigases. So, but bombs ain't so much of a threat anymore because we have the defensive equipment to, so if we don't defeat them in one round, they blow up, ain't gonna deal too much damage to us. And the hill gigas, as you can see, they've gotten much easier because we've gotten so much stronger. So, back when we first encountered this guy in the Dreadnought as the monster in a chest, I think he was guarding the Trident Spear, the spear that's good against water elemental enemies. So, kind of like lightning infused. Hill Gigas now, just kind of a joke enemy. So yeah, another random encounter after a few steps there. So, more imps. Thankfully we, I don't think we have to worry about these imps after this dungeon. So, of course we'll still run into other enemies that have annoying status effects, but we'll be getting some more stuff to deal with those status effects. So, better equipment. So yeah, see, Maxine just got confused there. Like I said, Fess and Booker will never be confused. Fess because of the ribbon, and Booker because of the twist headband. But see, luckily Maxine was still able to get off her spell. I guess it's good that Maxine, she was confused there. She's pretty much the slowest of our party. Probably lowest agility. I'd have to check records again. Anyway, yeah, so most likely Booker and Fess are going to act before her, and they can eliminate, enemies before, like I said, if there's only one enemy left, before Maxine gets to go and hurt her own characters, so. I'm just looking at the options we have here. We want to protect our characters from flame. Remember the body armor is different from the shield and the headgear, so flame will actually going to protect against fire. So, looking at the characters here, trying to give everybody defense against fire. So, now, Maxine, I'd probably give her I'd rather give her the defense against flame than Ricard, because like I said, she's a character who's going to stay with us forever, so we don't want her to get knocked out in battle. So, flame helmet. And that, though, does protect against ice. So, more imps before we get into the boss. So yeah, this is the common thing. We're going to basically have like 2 floors of a type of element, and then we go through a door and we're into this room where there's a mage. We talk with the mage, and he challenges us, and he transforms into massive gigas based on the elements of the floor that we just kind of went through. So this guy's going to turn into the fire gigas. All the gigases cast like I think a level 12 spell of their element, and then they also have a physical attack. So if you're totally protected against that element, they can still deal damage to you. It's called like rock, I think. They basically throw a big rock at you. So, well done. The mage began to grow. Here we go, we get the Fire Gigas. And for some reason he ambushed us. I guess we were taken aback by his massive appearance. he was just a tiny mage, and then boom, he just becomes a big giant. So I guess he's a shapeshifter. So all these gigases are rank 7 monsters, even though they get stronger as you go up. The fire gigas is the weakest, and then the ice gigas, and then the thunder gigas is the strongest. They have more hit points, more attack, more defense. But luckily they all have an elemental weakness. We can pretty much take off like half or more of their hit points with the weakness targeting, thanks to Maxine's spell level and her intelligence. So, and if you equip the correct weapon, you also get a little bit more strength. So, like Ricard with the ice bow, he's doing a little bit more damage because he gets that plus 20 attack to his damage calculation because he's using elemental weakness. Like I said, though, luckily, you know, even though Booker's using an elemental strongness, he does get like 20 attack taken off of him. So 1 down, 2 to go. So there's also, I guess, another kind of a mini boss. Later on, we'll run into a dragon that guards the black robe, the counterpart to Fess's white robe. That increases intelligence. So got an ice shield there. So that protects against fire. So we already got an ice shield there. We'll end up equipping eventually, like, we can equip the shields on Maxine. So now she has protection from ice and flame. The gold pin also protects against poison. So she has basically 3/4 of the elements protected against. If she could get diamond gear to protect against lightning, that would give her all the elemental protections, at least against regular elements. But then she wouldn't have protection from other spells like mind, body, matter, and death. And those are the ones that like confuse, stop, mini, toad. So eventually, we'll end up getting another ribbon for her. Booker will he'll get protected from all elements with a shield and some type of armor. His agility and evasion is getting so high that even though we'll eventually give him heavy armor, the dragon mail, which like in the Final Fantasy Legend 2 protects against like the regular elements, it won't really affect his evasion because his agility will offset the weight penalty. That's why it's important at the beginning of the game to, raise your evasion, so that when you get special armors that give protections from elements and stuff like that, you don't have to, worry about it weighing you down and causing you to get hit easier. So we'll just warp back here real quick, and then we can head back up. There's a special passageway to the right there that we're going to go through, but we want to get all the treasures here first. So we're going to go up this way here. We have another new enemy here, the Devil Bloom. Rank 6 monster. There's rank 5 flower monsters that we could have run into on earlier floors, but they're kind of a rare encounter. They're a little bit easier to find a little bit higher up in the tower, so we'll run into them eventually a little bit later. But yeah, it's weird that we're running into the tougher palette swap of this enemy than the weaker one. So we're on the ice floor here, so a lot of enemies will be weak to fire, and so we're going to switch off Ricard's ice bow to the fire bow to get that little bit of extra bonus attack. These plants here have fire weakness, and that makes sense because, plant life burns. You got forest fires, you use wood for, kindling and fires and stuff like that. They're weaker palette swaps, also weak to fire, but they're also weak to blizzard as well. These guys don't have that blizzard weakness. So Fess there got confused, and he hurt Maxine there, but hey, that might give Maxine a little bit of a hit point growth there. She got stamina, so next time she gets a hit point increase, it'll go up a little bit higher. Remember, your stamina determines how many hit points you get per level. It's basically your stamina. So I think for stamina, say like 20, she'll gain 20 hit points. So Ricard got another bow level. So yeah, such a low bow rank level, and you know, rank 5, 6, 7 type encounters here. This is a rank 5 encounter. You know, they can getting good experience for the weapons. So we can have all our characters kind of focused on the hill gigas, and those bombs can't do anything to us because they're 3 columns back. Remember, only the first 2 columns can attack you with physical attacks. And that bomb doesn't have any magical attacks unless it explodes, which it won't do as long as it wasn't deal any damage. So that bomb is just sitting back there chilling, you know, waiting to get set on fire by Maxine. But unfortunately she couldn't do that. But here we got to see what the Osmo spell does. Steal some MP off an enemy. I mentioned it in a previous video, but it bears repeating. Osmos will also work on enemies that even if they don't have any magic points. I don't know how that works, but it does. So, yep, you can steal magic points from enemies that don't have magic points. So, makes the Osmo spell pretty broken. So, once again, we have damage floors on this, damage tiles on this floor, so high encounter rate. So we just use our warp spell to warp back a little bit. So, oh, and there's the weaker type enemy, weaker type flower there, and the left, far left column there. So they are weak to fire though, so we can set them on fire and burn them. They're also weak to blizzards, so dual weakness. So, bonk. Undead there. Might have been a nice thing to maybe multi-target fire. Might have done some good damage to the specter there in the front and the flowers in the back row, but Ricard and Fess will take care of it. And then they can team up to take out one of the chimeras. Well, maybe they... I don't think Boko is strong enough yet to take care of the chimera on his own. But should be 2 more rounds for this battle, so we'll see how it goes. Yep, nope, not strong enough. So, but hey, Fess managed to finish off that weakened one. Wasn't sure he'd be able to do that, so that's why Ricard would is also attacking that one. But it's okay, even though it's not effective. He's not really using a target. The fact that he selected that item means he will get experience for that action, so his bow level will increase a little bit. So, yeah, as long as you select the item, it doesn't necessarily have to go through. That's why that select cancel glitch works. You know, you do the select the action, 100 times. You know, it's going to give you that many points. So yeah, there's a. We could have went the long way around back when we got that treasure chest, but it's much easier to go this shorter way by just using the warp spell. So, yeah, not the diamond armor, so we ain't gonna have to equip it on Maxine. But we might be able to throw it on Ricard there. We want to give everyone ice protection. So, right now he has protection from poison because the gold pin. We can give him different items. So, the ice things will give him protection from ice. So, flame will give him protection from flame. So now he has protection from ice and flame. So he's still getting that power boost from the power armor. So, let's see things how about. I'm trying to, like I said, the main thing we want to do is we want to make sure that he gets protection from ice. So the body armor will be good there. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out what here. Would we rather have agility, increased agility, or increased power for him? And I guess I'll just go with agility for now. So we can give him those elemental protections, and one or the other, either agility or power. So, but we definitely want to make sure that all our characters are protected from ice, because our next boss is going to be that ice gigas. cast Blizzard 12 and throw rocks at us. But we will not get to see him do any of that because we have another floor to go through, and we'll do that next time. Take care, thanks for following along. See you then, bye!